Hello and welcome back to The Give and Go. I'm your host Reynoso, going solo for today's shoot. Obviously me and Chhetri have a lot to cover regarding Euros and Copa America, but I still wanted to get my reaction to the results of Matchday 5 in the AFC World Cup qualifying campaign. And so here's the thing, because I've been so busy studying Copa America and Euros, I did not have any time to watch the games today. So what I'm going to do instead is react to the results that happened today. I've avoided them the entire day. I haven't seen a single spoiler. I'm very excited to see how Indonesia did today, as well as many other teams competing for a spot in the World Cup out of the AFC region. Y'all ready? Because we got a lot of football to recap here, and I'm excited to see what the results end up being. To start, in Group A, we have India tying Kuwait and Afghanistan tying Qatar. Two games that end in 0-0 results. Good Lord. I think the biggest thing to note here is India. I believe I heard about this, that Sunil Chhetri played his last game for India. Correct me, guys, if I'm wrong, but Chhetri, a legend for India. I just want to say thank you. Thank you to everything you've given to the game. Numbers do not lie. That man is the third all-time leading top international goal scorer, right behind Messi and Ronaldo, and he's hanging up the boots for India. He deserves all the respect in the world because at the end of the day, you can only play who's in front of you, and Chhetri dominated his opponents throughout his entire career. I only wish that Chhetri's career had actually just now started instead of have been in the past 20 years, because imagine what he would do in today's India squad if he was in his prime. He would be the perfect forward up top, and with the way the game is going in India, I think he'd be amazing to have for the next 10 years. So that's the only unfortunate part, is the timing of his career. But at the end of the day, he did all he could, and he was a master of the offense. So congratulations to him, and shout out to India getting a result here with a 0-0 tie and getting a point, which means that if you look at the group, Qatar leads the way with 13 points. They're in. There's no question. They're all the way in. But now India is in a tight situation going into the final match day, tied with Afghanistan and Kuwait, now with a chance to qualify through. Oh, my goodness. Oh my goodness, this is going to get really, really exciting. Let's see who they face off against in the last day. Please don't be Qatar. Please don't be Qatar. It's Qatar. It's Qatar. Folks, we've got ourselves a big match coming for India. If India wants any chance of getting to the World Cup, they have to get a result against the best team in Asia, the AFC Asian Cup winners, Qatar. Oh, man. India fans, let me know in the comments, how do you feel about this match going into Matchday 6? Afghanistan is going to face off against Kuwait. That's a big one right there. If Afghanistan wants a shot at getting in, they can get a result here against the weakest team in the group in Kuwait. And as for Kuwait, they can surprise everybody. They can surprise everybody. If they win here and India loses against Qatar, oh my gosh, that'd be one of the craziest results I think I've seen in AFC so far. If Kuwait pulls off a surprise victory here, but it's going to get really tense. Oh my goodness, we're already off to a crazy start in Group A. Let's go over to Group B. This is getting exciting. Japan defeats Myanmar 5-0. Okay, that makes sense. No question there. I don't even need to look into that one. North Korea defeats Syria. Oh, that's interesting. That's really interesting, because Syria was at the AFC Asian Cup and they were a feisty team. I remember them being a feisty team. I like the Syria side. I remember Chhetri liked them a lot too. But North Korea getting a result here. Now we have to look at the table. Let's look at the table. Japan leads the way in first. 5 wins out of 5. They're good. No worries there. We're moving on. Syria is in second with 7 points. North Korea is right behind them with 3. Who do they face off in the final match day? I'm scared. Does Syria face Japan? They face Japan. They face Japan. Oh my goodness. Another group is going down to the wire. Syria has to get a result against Japan, or pray and hope that the worst team in this group, Myanmar, who hasn't won a game, gets a result against North Korea. Syrians, how you feeling? Syrians, how are you feeling? North Korea, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They might pull off the inevitable here. They might pull off the incredible. If North Korea gets a result against Myanmar on the final match day and they win and Syria ties or loses to Japan, North Korea is through. Ah, man, if you're you can't let that happen if you're Syria. You just can't. Find a way to win against Japan. I can't believe they choked it. They choked it. against North Korea. They choked it. Oh my gosh. I need to look at the highlights for this one. 90th plus 2 minutes of additional time. 92nd minute, North Korea scores a game winner. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. This is crazy. Syria, you got a big match waiting for you in match day 6 against Japan. We move on. Group C. Group C. How are we looking? Group C. China won. Thailand won. Interesting. Okay, interesting. And then lastly, Singapore 0, South Korea 7. Wow. I mean, I'm not even going to talk about that. My goodness. My goodness. Let's look at this China-Thailand result to see how it impacts the table. South Korea is in first with 13 points. They're clear. In second place, it's China with 8, Thailand with 5. Who plays South Korea next? Let's see. Thailand plays Singapore, meaning that China plays against South Korea. So so China's up 3 points with a +3 goal differential between them and Thailand. Let's say China loses to South Korea by even just 1 goal. That brings their goal differential down to 0. If Thailand can beat Singapore, oh, wow. Oh, this is also tight. This is also really tight. Let's say Thailand wins 2-0. 2-0 against Singapore, and South Korea defeats China 2-0. Thailand goes through. Thailand goes through. But if China can get just a tie against South Korea, they're in. And I don't know if I can trust this Chinese side to get any sort of result when needed, but now's the time. Now is the time. If they want any shot of continuing their World Cup campaign, they have to get a tie against the best team in this group and one of the best teams in Asia. Thailand needs to win by as many goals as possible, and pray for a Chinese loss here. Man, these groups are crazy. 3 groups out of 3 are nuts already. 3 out of 3. Let me know in the comments what you think so far. We're moving on. Group D, we have Chinese Taipei losing to Oman 3-0. That's a good result for Oman. And then Kyrgyzstan tying Malaysia. I don't remember how the table stands here, so let's see how the table looks after this big Oman victory. Oman is through. Oman is through. Congratulations, Oman. You are through to the next round. Congratulations. Kyrgyzstan now has 10 points. Malaysia has 7. Oh, man, this is the fun part. Who do they play next? On the final match day, who do they play next? Malaysia plays Chinese Taipei. Okay. Malaysia plays Chinese Taipei. Here's the thing, though. Kyrgyzstan has a +6 goal differential. So even if Malaysia wins 3-0 against Chinese Taipei and Kyrgyzstan loses 1-0, Kyrgyzstan's still good. Kyrgyzstan is still good. I'm gonna consider Kyrgyzstan safe. I'm gonna consider them safe. They'd have to lose by a wide margin against Oman, and Malaysia would have to win by a big margin against Chinese Taipei. That can happen, but Kyrgyzstan losing to Oman by a lot, I don't see that happening. They actually did have a pretty good defense, I remember. 6 goals allowed in this campaign. I think I would back the Kyrgyzstani defense to get a result here. So I think ultimately I'm going to consider Oman and Kyrgyzstan through. Malaysia needs a miracle. We move on. Group E, we have Hong Kong losing to Iran. This is a matchup that we saw in the AFC Champions League, AFC Asian Cup, actually. Iran getting 4 goals to Hong Kong's 2, and Uzbekistan winning 3-1 versus Turkmenistan. So this makes sense. Iran and Uzbekistan, the best 2 teams in this group by far, getting big results. I assume they're both already through, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Iran has 13. Uzbekistan has 13. Iran plays Uzbekistan last, basically for first place. Who wants first place? That's the biggest thing about this group. Who wants to get first place? Because Turkmenistan, only 1 point, and Hong Kong, only 1 point as well. That's how it ends. That's where the journey ends for both these teams. Thank you for coming, but they got unlucky. To be with Iran and Uzbekistan in the same group, you're not making it out of that, man. Not even my beloved Mexico makes it out of this group, if we're being honest. Congratulations, Iran and Uzbekistan. You're on to the next round. We move on to Group F. Here we go. Wow. Indonesia loses to Iraq 2-0. Vietnam defeats the Philippines 3-2. Red card in the Indonesia game. What happened? Ayman Hussein gets a penalty goal. Congratulations. Jordi Amat with the red card. Hussein misses another penalty. 2 penalties in this game. Damn. And then Ali Jassim gets the game winner. And over here for Vietnam, what happened here? Philippines went up 1-0. Vietnam comes back, ties it 1-1. They go up 2-1. Philippines ties it 2-2. And then in the 95th minute, Vietnam gets the game-winning goal. Where does that put them in the table? I'm scared. Oh, my God. Football, my friends. It loves drama. It loves its drama. Okay, so Iraq is all the way through. We don't even need to talk about them. Congratulations to Iraq. Soltero, he loves this Iraq team, and I do too. Congratulations to Iraq. They are through. Indonesia, here's the situation. Indonesia has 7 points. Vietnam has 6. It's crazy how much both these teams have gone back and forth. Indonesia has beaten them, I believe, 3 times in a row now, but Vietnam is not letting up, getting a big result against the Philippines. Here's a question. Who do they play last? Who do they play last? Indonesia? Do they play the Philippines? They do. They do. And Vietnam, sorry, wrong one. Vietnam plays Iraq. Okay. It's still very much in Indonesia's control. If Indonesia gets a victory against the Philippines, they're through. No question, no drama. Get the result against the Philippines. They only have 1 point in this group. They haven't won a single game. They conceded 12 goals and only scored 3. Indonesia has to get the result. They have to get this result. I'm going to be very disappointed if they don't, because the way we've spoken about this team, the excitement behind them, I need to see them get through to the next round because it is ultimately in their control. That's a good thing. That's a really positive thing. It came down to the last game. It's very dramatic, but they can still go through by their own volition if they get the result against the Philippines. Vietnam has to get a result against Iraq. That's really tough. That's really tough. Assuming Iraq plays their best 11. We don't know how they're going to approach that last game. We don't. But assuming Iraq pulls out their best 11, it'll be a really tough game for Vietnam. Here's the thing. Vietnam has lost 3 times to Indonesia. If they want to get Indonesia back, this is the way to do it. Let's say Vietnam pulls off a crazy victory over Iraq and Indonesia ties. Or dare I say Indonesia loses. Then Vietnam, oh man, this is almost becoming like a rivalry, if it's not already that. Oh my goodness, this last match day is going to be incredible. I need to see Indonesia win. I need to see them win. Let's go Garuda. Let's see them get this result because Vietnam is right behind you. Next up, we have Group D with Pakistan losing to Saudi Arabia 3-0 and Jordan defeating Tajikistan 3-0. I remember this being a big match. Jordan gets a big result over Tajikistan. Respect to my Tajik friends, respect, but Jordan did deserve this victory. They deserve it. I think they have a better team. Tajikistan, incredible run in the AFC Asian Cup. They should be very proud, but I think Jordan is more deserving, going all the way to the final of the AFC Asian Cup and now securing second place. They secure second place with this victory. Saudi Arabia in first, Jordan in second, Tajikistan in third. Congratulations to Jordan. Big result here. Very deserving. Very happy for you guys. And me and Saltero spoke about it. We hope we see you guys at the World Cup here in the U.S. because I would love to go see a Jordan game in person. But then also, I mean, your team is so fun to watch. Offensively, the names, the players, it's so fun to see the cohesiveness, the fluidness. It's cool to see that Olwan scored. I can't say that name. Al-Naimat and Sami get on the board today. But I remember Olwan. Olwan was very good during the AFC Asian Cup. Good to see. And Tajikistan, your time will come. Do not feel sad. Do not feel disappointed. You should feel very proud of the Tajik team. They've been incredible the past year. Incredible. Next up, we have Group H with Nepal losing to UAE 4-0, and Bahrain tying Yemen. Let's see what the table looks like. UAE in full control there. Bahrain in full control of second place as well. So UAE and Bahrain going through. That makes me happy. They're the 2 most deserving teams out of this group. Bahrain with, I believe, Ali Madan. My boy, Ali Madan. Did he play today? Let me see. There he is, my boy, Ali Madan. I'm happy to see him. Congratulations to the United Arab Emirates and Bahrain for going through. Very well deserved. Congratulations. We move on. No drama in that group. We move on to the last group, Group I. Bangladesh losing to Australia and Palestine tying Lebanon. I'm interested in that Palestine-Lebanon result because I think Palestine was in the running for second place, if I believe. Yes. Australia in first place with 15 points. They're clear. Palestine goes through. With this result, they go through. If Lebanon had won today, then it maybe would have gotten close. But Palestine goes through. Congratulations. That makes me happy. That makes me very, very happy. That makes me very happy. Congratulations to Palestine for qualifying to the next stage of the World Cup. That is amazing, amazing news. Celebrate. That's very good news. And Australia going through in first place. Lebanon ends up disappointing, though. They end up disappointing. And I remember the AFC Asian Cup. I remember also being a little disappointed with their performance in that tournament as well. Palestine, though, I remember they had some very good games. And so it makes me happy. It makes me proud to see that Palestine is now going through to the next phase of World Cup AFC qualification. Guys, we have a crazy match day 6 waiting for us, especially these first initial groups. Like almost the first 4 groups have drama waiting for them. Oh, it's going to be crazy. And for those matches, I will be watching the games as well as Soltero. We will be here on Tuesday, I believe, to recap the matches that happened for match day 6 in the AFC Asian Cup. Let me know if your team went through and how you feel, or if your team disappointed and ultimately didn't make it through. Let me know as well. I want to hear your thoughts and just inform me about all the stuff I missed today, because I'm only looking at results, but I'd love to know about the things that happened in the game that can maybe give me more context as to what happened today. Till next time, guys, we'll see you soon. Peace.